Welcome back to Dave's Independent View. Right now we'd like to discuss voters and voting. Someone said not long ago that 60% of the registered voters in the United States were either too ill-informed or too stupid to cast a responsible vote. And sometimes we've fallen maybe in certain races, certain issues, or certain candidates, we've fallen in that 60% because we weren't informed. Maybe we voted a party line. But as we desire to be more informed about these things, we hope to stay out of that 60% if in fact that is realistic. We think it's a little bit too harsh, but certainly there's many people that vote sometimes that in a particular vote that don't know really what the best thing to do is. Yes. How do you vote for someone? What do you look for? These are some of the things that a lot of people don't know, and that's why we want to mention a few points to kind of help you if you're somewhat bewildered. One thing, which we've seen in the last presidential election, is what is the office that you're voting for? Is it an executive or legislative? Someone that is an executive is a person that can take responsibility, can make a decision, is resolute, whether their decisions are good or bad for this discussion is not important, but the fact that they have executive qualities, that perhaps they agonize over a decision, but once that decision is made, they will execute it. Someone that has the mind and the capability to grasp issues and to come to a determination. In short, a person of action. And then we have the legislator. This is someone that is deliberate, someone that considers a particular question from many different angles and compares those different angles, those different viewpoints, and maybe the responsibility doesn't rest on them entirely, and that sort of takes the pressure of, you might say, a deadline from them to make a decision. They share the responsibility, and that is more of a legislator. You have a legislator in an executive position, you might find out that someone is doing the executing other than the executive. Sometimes the combination is present in the same person that could be equally as competent in both areas. But I think in the last election you saw that there was a fairly clear demarcation. One candidate was an executive and the other candidate was a legislator. Another thing that you might want to know about who to vote for. I found out not long ago that I was being insulted. And when I did, it kind of raised my ire just a little bit. And it was by talk radio when they proposed to know at a greater distance than I am from events what I should do. And to me that was presumptuous, thinking that I was not capable of realizing the facts. And I think that's what sometimes we find in certain candidates, or something akin to that, They actually develop positions that they know better, but they have those positions to speak to you, to influence you. When a candidate is discovered doing that, pandering, that person, and how far does that reduce the field of candidates to vote for? But when that happens, it makes you less than enthusiastic about electing that candidate. Recently we heard a politician give you an example, a politician of national stature saying in a speech that rich men did not build this country. Of course we know that this country was built by an amalgam of people with means and a people that were able to do the actual physical work, and a lot of the maybe not being rich, but having the technical capabilities to build a great nation. Well, when we heard that person make that comment, they were speaking to organized labor. And we thought, now this person knows better than that comment. Go back to the Declaration of Independence and go to the bottom of that document and look at the people that signed it. Who were they? They were landed men. They risked a great deal to help bring forth this country, to born this country. Where would this nation be without those signers of the Declaration of Independence? And to say that rich men did not build this country seems a little bit pandering to me. And as a result, just not that by itself, but many, many things, that would not be someone that I would vote for, or someone that you watch and you can see them when they go to a third grade level to talk to people. And I don't mean to try just to communicate with them, but to communicate to them, to their fears and to their prejudices. That's someone else that is not worthy of a vote. Those are some of the things that kind of guide you along with the issues, the positions that they have on issues and those things. But what a person is the basis of being worthy of a vote. Let me know what you think.